I never thought I'd be telling this story. I always thought these things only happened in movies. But last Tuesday, the movie came to my house. It started subtly, a feeling more than anything else. That prickling on the back of your neck when you feel like you're being watched. I was washing dishes, looking out the kitchen window into the darkness, when I saw it or thought I saw it. A flicker of movement at the edge of the woods that border our property. I brushed it off. Probably just a deer. Later that night, after we'd put the kids to bed, my husband and I were watching TV when we heard the first sound. A soft thud against the front porch. We both looked at each other. He muted the volume. We listened. Silence. He joked it was probably just a package delivery, but it was almost PM. A few minutes passed, and then we heard it again, louder this time. A scraping sound, like claws on wood. Our dog, who's usually a loud-mouthed goofball, was hiding under the coffee table, letting out a low, guttural whine. That's when the real fear started to creep in. My husband went to the front door, peering through the peephole. He just stood there for a full minute, completely still. I asked him what was wrong, my voice barely a whisper. He turned to me, his face pale, and just shook his head slowly. He said there was something on the porch, but he couldn't make it out clearly. It was large, hunched over, and just wrong. He told me to go check on the kids while he called the police. As I ran up the stairs, I heard a deep, guttural scratching noise, but this time it was coming from the side of the house, right below my daughter's bedroom window. I burst into her room and she was sitting bolt upright in bed, eyes wide with terror, pointing at her window. She whispered, "Mommy, the monster is trying to get in." My son was awake in his room too, crying, saying he heard something scratching on his wall. My heart was pounding out of my chest. I grabbed them both and we huddled together in the hallway, as far from the windows as possible. Downstairs, I could hear my husband on the phone, his voice strained and urgent. Then, the scratching stopped. An eerie silence fell over the house. It was worse than the noise, the waiting, the not knowing. We stayed like that for what felt like an eternity. Suddenly, a new sound. A light tapping coming from the living room window. Tap, tap, tap. My husband whispered for us to stay put. He crept to the edge of the living room doorway to peek. I saw his body go rigid. He stumbled back, his hand over his mouth, horror etched on his face. He mouthed the words, "It's looking in." We heard the distant wail of sirens, and it was the most beautiful sound I've ever heard. As the blue and red lights washed over our front yard, whatever was out there, it vanished. The police did a full sweep of the property. They found deep, unsettling scratch marks on the porch, on the siding, and even on the glass of the living room window. But they found nothing else. No footprints, no tracks, no sign of what could have made them. We don't know what it was. We still don't. We've added more lights, more cameras, but we haven't felt safe since. Every night, every creak of the house, every rustle of leaves outside makes us jump. We were trapped in our own home, terrorized by something we couldn't explain. And the scariest part is, we have no idea if it will come back. Thanks for listening. If you have any similar experiences, please share them in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more strange stories. Stay safe out there.